Hello, everyone. It's Diane Evans here from stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. If you are joining me from YouTube, make sure that you've subscribed just down below. And if you're joining me through my Facebook group, make sure that you've given StreamYard permission in order so that I know who I'm talking to. So welcome to one of my lives. What I do during my lives, and I hope that I do, is I help you as a paper crafter gain the confidence to create beautiful cards and different paper crafting projects that you may do along the way. And I do hope that I've inspired you to do different things. And it being Monday, this is my fancy fold or my 3D project day. So I am actually going to do a 3D project today, which I'm kind of excited about. I've done it years and years and years ago. And it's one that I did. It's a box that I had made, and I believe this has got to be going back 6-7 years. And it was something that it was a box that Sam Hammond had designed. So I can't take the credit for the box, but I love the box itself. So I'll take the credit for the decorating. How's that? In any event, hello. Awesome. Oh, you like my videos. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Remember that if you are watching this on a replay, that it is part of a live. And I may go and I do talk from time to time with all the people that do join me live. They have questions. They give me ideas. They inspire me as well. Hello, Pam. Oh, it's pouring cold rain in Nova Scotia, Canada. Oh, my goodness. It's quite nice here. I woke up this morning and the house was about 25, 26 degrees. And I had my windows open last night. So it's been really, really warm. Anyways, we are going to play with, it's called Cheerful Daisies. And I have to tell you, this is part of our international stamp camp. You know, I brought down coffee and I put some milk in it, and I don't like how it looks. In any event, I don't have anything to clear my throat here. May have to grab some water here. In any event, let's get going. So I am using, and I'm just going to jump right on down to my desktop here. I am using the Cheerful Daisies. Now, what we're doing for this international stamp camp is anybody can join. We have different markets all over the world. So if you're interested in joining the stamp camp in a different market other than Canada, and we have lots and lots of demonstrators that do this stamp camp with us because it's such a great value for the money. It's basically you get the suite, and we're going to add on some extra jute twine on it because we need something for it to tie all the pun on words, everything together. But if you do buy this suite from us, you will get not only a tutorial pack and get entry into an exclusive Facebook group, but you'll get the cardstock all cut for you for 13 make and takes, and that's included in buying the suite from us. Plus, also because of you being in a Facebook group, you have the exclusive thing of 13 more exclusive projects. So it's a great thing. It's a great value because where would you get, like, even if you are a demonstrator, even with a discount, you still wouldn't get 26 projects, right? In any event, I am going to use this Cheerful Daisies, and I'm going to use one of my favorite designer series paper from this one. And you wait till you see, I'm going to use a new color. I'm just having a lot of fun with this. I actually have my cards already designed for the stamp camp, which is kind of unusual for me because I'm usually the last minute type of gal. In any event, we're using this, but check out this designer series paper. This one is the one we're using today, and I absolutely love this piece. And on the back, this happens to be, I think that is, geez, you know, it's sad. I don't even know what color that is. I think that looks like almost a Lost Lagoon, but I will check. But there's Pretty Peacock for sure, and that's this color here. This is Copper Clay. Oh, there's so many colors. Oh, my goodness. There's Cajun Craze is in here, Copper Clay, Crushed Curry, Wild Wheat. We have Pebbled Path. There's so many good colors on there. So we have this piece as well. with the back with the balmy blue and the azure blue. This one has the copper clay in it as well. Beautiful paper. This copper clay is really growing on me. I love this Moody Mauve on there, and it's also with the bubble bath on there as well. And then there's the wild wheat there. And then you have these pictures that are here, and these ones are great will make great cards themselves. And that's the Moody Mauve, and this is the Pebble Path with this beautiful side on the other side. What a cheery type paper. So beautiful paper, but I am going to be using this one. And what we're doing today is not a card. I am doing a 3D box project that I am making up. I'm not making a whole lot of them because I'm making this thing for the gifts that I'm giving away while I'm away. I have packets that I'm just going to put some cash in, but you usually leave some tips for like your porters, your room stewards, like even if there's somebody that's serving you, just something so that you show your extra appreciation. That's what I've been told to do. I've never really been on a cruise before, so this is kind of all new to me. All right, so I am using this copper clay. Look at this copper clay. And I'll give you the measurements on how to cut this. And I also have a piece of this designer series paper, which happens to be 1.5 by 12 inches. This one happens to be 4 by 11 inches. And I'll give you the scoring instructions shortly. I have a piece of this pretty peacock, and I think I've cut it too big, but I can go and cut it down. I'll give you the measurements when I go ahead and do it. And then I've cut out some different looks. I've got this cut with a stylish shape, this circle. I've got some of the daisies cut with white and the copper clay and the pretty peacock. And then I also cut out this label, and I think this is going to be my go-to label. I can almost guarantee it's going to be my go-to label, and it's from the Timeless Arrangements bundle. And I'm going to use this thank you here and then these dies. I tell you, this is amazing. And like I say, I'm really enjoying the daisy bundle. When I started playing with it, I went, whoa, this is really easy to play with. All right, so this piece is 4 inches by 11 inches. So we're going to bring in our scoring. Well, we'll bring in our trimmer, and I'll show you how this works. So on the long side, which is this side here, we are going to score at 1 inch. Going to score again at, let's see, 1 inch, 2 inch. And we're going to go down and bring this at 6 inches and score it. And then we're also going to score at 7 inches. So I've already gone ahead and scored that. And then you're just going to go on the short side and you're going to score at 1 inch and again at 3 inch. Now this is going to go on my blog. When is it going on my blog? Oh my goodness, with all the measurements. I'm not sure. But it will be on my, oh, I know. It's going to be on my blog on May. It's not today, not the 8th, not the 15th, the 23rd of May is when this is going to be put onto my blog. Okay, so you have these pieces that are like this. So all I'm going to do on this particular piece is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to cut down on this score line just on the top part like this. Like I say, I'd made these boxes quite a few years ago for an in-person catalog launch, if you can believe it. And they all got, what fit in here were, I had Stampin' spots for some of them. I had a bunch of different things. Now, I really wish we had our corner rounder. We don't have a corner rounder, so I'm going to just sort of trim it off just a little bit on my own. Now, what you're going to do is you are going to take your paper piercing mat, and we are going to, I want to make some score lines on here, and I'm going to manually do those score lines myself. So I'm going to come in with my ruler. Oh, I thought I was going to come in with my ruler. Another scavenger hunt here. Okay, and then on these corners here, I'm going to score into the center. So I'm just going to take this and, oh, I want to turn this over because I want one to go, like some to go towards the belly and some to go the other way. So I'm just going to go from the corner to the corner, and I'm scoring down here. And just to make it so it's easy, like I say, I'm scoring into this portion here. So I'm going up to this part here. And let's score down there. Whoops. And then we're going to do the same on these pieces. And this is like, if I show you this, you'll see that it's in between these pieces in there that I'm scoring. So I'm just going to come here. I'm going to use the thicker side on the stylus. And then also on this part down here. Let's see, I got to trim that a little bit too. So just from the corner to the corner. And then when you see this, this is going to be just, you're going to go, wow, what a great box. And the reason I picked this box to take with me is I didn't want to take anything that's like a 3D, but this kind of a box is actually going to be, it's going to be flat. I'm going to be able to put them together to such a point, and then it's going to be flat, and then I can put it together when I get there. So I'm just going to go ahead and score this. This is on the short side. We've scored it all the way there. And then I'm going to go in and score this part as well. And another score here. Like I say, you can see where those are going into. This is going to get scored here as well. And another score line right here. Now, one thing, let's see, on this part here, and this is for later, I'm going to come in and I want a mark that is halfway in between this. So this is 2 inches. I'm going to have a very faint pencil mark at the 1 inch line. And that's only because I want to know where to put a bit of a tick in for it. But you'll see why. All right, so now we've got that like that. Now what I want to do is I want to come in and I'm going to bring these score lines in. When I fold it like this, I want this to come and fold back. So I'm coming in, and I'll show you in just a second. I'm going to first of all finger fold this. And then I can go in with my bone folder and get a better score on there. And I'm going to do the same on this one. We're going to fold that into there and into here. I know that looks a little confusing, but in just a second, you're going to see how this is working. All right, so I want this to go like this, like that. And I also want it to go like this. So when I take this box with me, this is going to be all that's going to be is flat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this in and I'm going to glue on this part here, just right here. And I'm using glue. Glue tends to not move after you've got it so that it's all good and stuck on there. So when I fold this in like this, it's going to go here. And then when it opens, you see it's going to open this way, just like that. So I'm just going to let that set before I go to do the next part. And then the same is going to happen with the other side. But this allows for it to lie flat, but then it's pretty cool how it works. Now, apparently from Canada, hello, nobody has coffee crisp. Am I right? Like the people down in the United States, if you can let me know, can you get coffee crisp down in the United States for a chocolate bar? So see, I'm just going in here and just getting that a little bit better scored right there. So I need to know whether or not if they can get coffee crisp or not. All right, so on this part, I'm going to put a bit of glue here and a tiny bit here and some here. So you'll see on this score line here. Oh, excuse again. getting to be about that time of year, right? When the allergies perk up a little bit. So I'm just waiting to see if they can get what they call a coffee crisp, because from what I understand, Canada's the only country that has coffee crisp. I don't know. In any event, I'm going to pack a chocolate bar in here or some chocolates or something. They don't have coffee crisp. That's down in the States, right? And I don't think they have coffee crisp over in Europe either. So that's why I thought, oh, that'd be kind of a neat idea, is just to have like a coffee crisp. Okay, so when you see this, this goes just like this. And when it goes into a box, it goes like so. Is that not neat? And then just like that. Now, what I should have done was do this part here. If you have a little circle punch, that would be perfect. Our circle punches have retired. So I'm just going to go in, and I am taking the ladybug punch, and I'm just going to go in with this punch. And I should have done this before I did that, but I can work around it. So I say, I might have to revert to my circle punch at this point. So I'm just going to come in here. Just going to let that come out just a bit. There we go. And see how I'm just going to put just a little tick. And I've got that so it's in the center there. And then I can come back. I should have done that before I glued it. What to do and what not to do, right? So in any event, this is how it works. It comes in like this. This goes in here. And if you have a circle rounder, you would bring it around here. But I'm just going to do a tiny little miter here and a miter over here. Okay, so you've never had a coffee crisp. They're delicious. They are. So that's why I am going to go in and put a coffee crisp chocolate bar in here. So my thought is I could do a Ghirardelli. I could put one of those in. The Lint's work, but Lint is actually from Vienna, actually, is where they make Lint, Vienna. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted something that was just purely Canadian. And what's Canadian are these coffee crisp bars. All right, so this is going to go in. I want to rub that. I want to come in with that eraser. We're just going to rub that off. That just helped me getting that ladybug. And this works good. But when I go to put this in here, watch this. This is going to go in. Now, what we want to do too is I want to come in and I want to fold again with my foam folder through those extra pieces. And one here. So on the cruise ship, I know that there are some Canadians that work there. However, most of them work either in the States or in Europe on these cruise ships. So that'll be a treat for them. So see how that works? Just like that. So we're going to put a chocolate bar in there. Like I say, my thought was the Ferrero Rocher, this collection, because it's my favorite. And it would have gone in there, except it's just a little too fat. And I guess I could have made this box a little, altered the box to go a little bit different. Okay, so now we've got the box done. And I could do a belly band going around this way, but what I want to do is I want to have a belly band that's going to go around here, and I'm going to decorate it. But that's when I came in with that peacock. Oh my goodness. And I really want that peacock on there. So I'll cut another piece if I have to. Remember I said I'll give you the measurements in a second? Well, I'll have to go and grab a piece of the pretty peacock. And this piece of the designer series paper is 1.5. This is 2 across. So I'm going to go 1 3/4 is what my thought is. So it's going to go 1 3/4 on a piece of pretty peacock. And like I say, I'm going to have to cut this down. It's the first time using Pretty Peacock since it's come back in. So 1 3/4. And then what I'm going to do is this measurement here. I want this. Oh, there it is. I knew I was going to find it as soon as I did that. I want this piece to be here, but it needs to be cut off. This piece is 4 inches. It needs to be 3 3/4 inches. So let me just measure that in there. Because I want to put that beautiful designer series paper onto this Pretty Peacock. Like, look at how that just shows up everything. Just like that. But I'm not putting it right there. So I am going to come and I am going to do a belly band on here. Now, honestly, when I do a belly band, I like my belly band part to come to the front because I know I'm going to cover it up. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to do just a finger fold or finger on there. And I'm going to bring this around to here. Just like that. And like this. And then this way, this will come off, right? I am, however, going to go on the front part of this belly band. And I'm going to get a good score line just on the front. I'm not going to go and score the back part of it because I want to make sure that just the front is covered. All right, so we have that like that. Now I could turn around, see how beautiful that is on the back. I could put that onto the back, but then I'm going to have that seam on the back. You're not going to see this seam by the time I'm finished. So I'm going to come and let's glue that belly band on. And I could have trimmed this down, but I didn't. And I've been not watching. Oh, you had guests that always brought you something back to take. Oh, they bought some coffee crisp. That must be Lorraine. Anyways, yeah, I think that's a good one. The other thing I thought of was another good thing to take, and I do take down to the States for some of my friends down there, are the Hawkins cheesies. But that was kind of hard to put something together like that. Amazon have coffee crisp chocolate bars. I can go into any store here and get a coffee crisp chocolate bar. So do you like the coffee crisp chocolate bar? I think they're delicious. Anyways, now this, oh, look at that. I did this wrong. This should have been 1 3/4 and this should have been 1 1/2. Well, there we go. I'm improvising, right? So let's go and let's get that fixed again. Look at me. I'm just making error upon error. So let's go 1 3/4. I'll do something with that. So this is 1 3/4 and this has to be 1 1/2. Oh my goodness. I've been on Zoom since 7 o'clock my time this morning. So there we go. We will try that again. All right. So let's try that. There, that's much better. All right. So again, I'm going to just get this done. Just going to finger fold that. And the reason we only finger score it or finger fold it like that is so that you have the option of just doing the front on here. Like I say, I don't like to have the back part show. So let's go like that. You know what? Maybe on this one because this is so pretty on the front. Well, I'm covering up most of it, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so I'm going to put this onto the front. Let's go ahead and, you know, if I do another one, what I could do is I could have, I know what I could do when I make another one of these because I can't just do one with this. The beauty of using this sheet of paper, the way that it's used, the cardstock, is that you can get 2 of these boxes from there. Okay, so I'm just sort of letting that go. I'm going to put this on here. Wow. So this is the front actually. So I'm just going to put that onto there. And then I have this that I've gotten. Wow, what did I do? Maybe this would be better like this. Let's do this. I'm going to try something. I'm going to do this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this piece here. We're changing midstream. Always do. Scavenger hunt. You got her. That's going to be a new term on my YouTube channel and my Facebook. It is going to be, where is that? It's another scavenger hunt. So this is 4 3/4. So let me go. Oh man, you're going to want to come back to my blog. So I've got this piece. I'm going to put this on here just directly right onto the front of my box. We're going to do it this way. So this is going to go onto the back of this, and that's going to leave so that you can see the paper. That's better. Yeah. See how well things happen? I never did this. I just left a plain piece of, I just did a plain piece of the designer series paper and let it go from there. So this is going to go on here in the middle there. I'm going to quickly put this on so that I know that I've got this in the right spot. I really did think this out, you guys. I really, really did. So let's go there and there. And then I can put this on there. Oops. All fingers today. There we go. Just like that. It's going to go onto the front of the box. See how that's in the middle there. Now, what I probably could have done was I probably could have kept that piece of paper completely like the 4 inches so that it would have gone right to the top. But I'm okay with it being like this. Let's see what I've got. Cadbury Caramel and Mars bars are Canadian too. Good idea. So if I took them, I'm just going to go ahead and eat them anyways. So, all right. So I cut this out with Stylish Shapes, and that is a circle. And then I thought, geez, at first I thought I could do this and put this on here, but it didn't really show up. So let me layer these pieces onto the copper clay. Honestly, you guys, look at these colors together. Just gorgeous. And I am going to actually turn myself into liking wild wheat. Just you watch. I have the In Color Club starting, and I've already got 2 cards already designed in my head for the club. And yeah, it's starting to change my mind, I must say. New products with new stuff. Well, yeah, there's lots and lots. Okay, so because I want not more depth, but because I want to have this show up a little bit more, I've gone in and I've used the white that's also in this designer series paper. And there we go. I'm just putting that onto a side there. Now this is going to go onto the white. No, let's put this one on here first. Oh my goodness. That probably was not a great idea to do. And now this would be really nice with a ribbon on it as well, but we don't have any pretty peacock ribbon. We do have some copper ribbon. I wonder what that would look like. Let's see what else we got. right on. Well, I'll tell you the reason why I didn't put that pretty peacock right on the box. And that is, and I'll show you in just a second, the reason why I pedaled back and did it differently, because I don't want to cover my little divot here, or my little thing where I pull it from. That's the reason why I didn't. All right, so we have these here. So I'm going to actually put this one directly right onto the circle right there. Oh, you know what would look great with this is that in color jute. And I don't think I'll even have that in time by the time I go, but that would have looked great on there as well. So I'm going to come in here with a dimensional and put that on there. There is another way that I think I could do something. I'm going to have that there. So this is going to go onto here. And then this thank you is that, like I said, I'm gonna have to do the thank you in Versamark and white embossing powder, and you'll see how much this will just pop it. I love this thank you from that Timeless Arrangements. I like this. This is going to be one of those dies that I use a lot. It has such pretty things on it, that's for sure. Could have even done that on here. I don't want to make them too fancy because honestly, do you really think that they're going to, I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping they like what I've done and that they'll keep them. I mean, when they get a bunch of Stampin' Up demonstrators with all the creativity that's there, you'd think that they'd want to keep their stuff, right? But there is that ribbon. Beautiful ribbon. So rich in this copper clay. It's very, very rich. So, like I say, I don't want to be making the stuff while I'm over there, but I'll have the belly bands done. I'll have all this done, and honestly, all I have to do is just go and take this off, put the chocolate bar in there, and then also put in my little cash that I'm going to give them. So, yeah. Just grabbing a scissors. So originally I wasn't going to do anything. Oh my goodness. You know, if you can't see that close up, look at that. All right, so let's see. Let's see what this is going to look like. So if I put that on there, I'm going to just put it on with glue so I can make a couple of these up. And I think I could even do like using different designer series paper and different combinations, right? Now also in here, I think the jute would be quite nice. I could have actually done this where this goes around and keeps that together like so. But no, I don't want there to be a lot of stuff and the questions on how am I going to get that apart when they get their product. Look at that. Yes, I'm doing that. New stuff. So like I say, if you live in Canada, you could join this international stamp camp. Registration is opening soon. And it will be July the 6th and 7th. You do not have to even be here for that stamp camp because you've got exclusive rights to the Facebook group, and all that stuff and all the tutorial and all the videos will be on there for you for as long as Facebook will let us have it. Okay, so I'm just going to come back in with this. Now at this point, while I'm away, like while I'm putting this on, I can turn around and just take this piece off. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put two pieces like this on here. And then when I'm there, what I can do is I can just take this bit off, attach it on there, and there's my little gift. So I can, like I say, do that. They have these dots, and I think this is enough. I don't think I need more on here, but these are the in color dots. And these are, it looks great, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. This is getting to be one of those colors that I think I'm going to use lots. They have these. I just think that's just too much overkill for the size of this box. But just look at how pretty it is. And these are quite flat. They're like the glossy dots that we had before. And of course, they're in the Pebble Path, the Wild Wheat, the Moody Mauve, the Copper Clay, and also the Boho Glue. These colors are really growing on me. Oh my goodness. So that's going to be, like I say, I might even get a full-size coffee crisp in there, but I don't think so. I might have to just settle with the other one and then put the bills in there as well. Yeah, unfortunately, like I say, couldn't do that onto the box. And the reason I can't, but I will take it completely down to the bottom on the next one. If I put this on the box, you don't have this piece to help you open the box. But isn't that cool? I'll be able to take this like this, just like this, and that. I'm only going to do a few of them, and I can take that and put that together. So I have that to go. And like I say, this is going to be on the blog post that is 15 plus 7 is 22nd. And that is the Trip Achievers blog is what that one is. So we'll be off to sea and we won't be able to do anything, but that's the blog that this one's going to go on. So like I say, with that, this will go on there and this. So I hope you like that. No embellishments on this particular one. Awesome. Thank you. So that was a lot of fun. Even though I did make some mistakes. I mean, that's how you guys learn, right? That's how I learn again. It's funny because when you make these projects, like I was saying to somebody the other day, I can't even remember what I had for breakfast. Never mind what I did last week. Somebody said, so do you remember doing that project? And I go, no, I don't. That's why I like posting onto blogs because it helps me so much. But that is going to be a giveaway for a couple people. I keep saying I should do this in more masculine ones, but honestly, they can give it to their better half, right? They could do something like that. It would be good for them to do something like that. All right, so what's happening? Tomorrow is Technique Tuesday. I'll be live at, I don't think I have anything. Watch for it. It's either 4:15 or 4:30. I'm sure it's 4:30, where I'll be sharing a technique with you. And then again on Wednesday is my mystery challenge. Really easy. Like I say, a flat box. What better way to travel with a flat box? And then, yeah, in any event, you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for having the patience to watch through here. Oh, my goodness. In any event, you guys, have a great day, and we will see you soon. Remember to take the time to create because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.